everybody and welcome back to another Disney vlog. If you're new here, my name's Naomi. I'm currently waiting for the bus to Epcot. I think I've just missed one. The next one says it's going to be another 15-20 minutes and they normally come every 15-20 minutes at this time in the morning, so classic. I'm hoping to try and catch a little bit of early entry today to try and see if I can get on Guardians. I haven't ridden that before, but I know it doesn't open until 9 when the park officially opens to all guests. So we'll see how well that goes. I'm not quite rope dropping though, it's 8:15 now, so we'll see what time we get there, see how busy it is. But the other exciting thing is that Food and Wine officially started yesterday. So there's going to be lots of new food and treats and drinks to try out. So I can't wait to like slowly eat my way around Epcot. There she is. Unfortunately, Spaceship Earth is closed whilst I'm here for refurbishment. Not closed permanently, but literally 2 days ago. Couldn't have timed it any worse if I tried. There's only about 5-10 minutes left of early park entry, but they are still using separate entrances. So I've come through the early entry gate and we're just gonna see how it feels. My predictions are Guardians and then also new test track might be where the most people are, unless potentially Ratatouille or Frozen. I'm not quite sure which way it is to Guardians, to be honest. I'm looking for the big ship. I imagine it's near test track and mission space and things like that. Oh wow, here, look at them holding all the rope droppers. Went the right way, that's a good start. So over there is the queue for new test track. It's looking quite busy. And then this way is Guardians. We'll see what it's like. So they have the wait time up, which I wasn't actually expecting. I didn't know they had wait times like in the early entry bit. I know that sounds silly, but it says 35 minutes, which isn't too bad at all, considering I'm getting here at 8:58. So it's now 9:02 and they've officially opened the queue for non-resort guests. The wave of people coming in, I mean it looks slow here, but oh my god, if you could see the crowd through the back, it's just a sea of people. So I've been waiting about 25-ish minutes and I'm just about to enter the show. And I had a 35-minute wait listed when I joined the queue. I think it's gone up to like an hour now once that wave came in place.
Greetings, Terrans. I am Nova Prime Irani Rayan, Commander of the Nova Corps. As you have seen, your world and ours were born of the same moment, one which you refer to as the Big Bang. For you to travel to Xandar would take 2.5 million years. So we decided to come to you. But even we could not have reached you so easily were it not for the cosmic generator that creates jump points, artificial tunnels that act as shortcuts linking distant points in space. You will be teleported to a Nova ship above your planet for a demonstration of the cosmic generator.
Epcotians, citizens of Epcot. Does anyone know what they call themselves? No. What? I'm on? Someone needs to tell me what I'm on. We're just about ready to teleport you up to the ship for the demonstration. Stand by for teleportation. Here we go.
Go to Code Red. Prepare the fleet. And call the Guardians.
I am Groot.
Good question.
Yeah, who do you think took it? Perhaps that really big man outside your ship.
That is a big man.
I need to alert Nova Prime. I have been watching Terrans for beyond.
You're
gonna need it. What have you done?
What have we done?
I think we're on back. It's just a figure of speech, Drax.
Oh my god. That's absolutely incredible. I think that's the best coaster on Disney property. That's so good. I didn't get Everybody Wants to Rule the World, but Disco Inferno, which actually is really, really good for like the hype. They're playing Footloose over the speakers as well. So fun fact, when you leave the queue, all of the songs that are playing are the ones that were like proposed to be on the ride, but didn't make it the final cut. Oh my god, like the adrenaline, Jesus. My hair is an absolute tatty mess. Oh wow, okay, so it's officially 9:58. So I joined that queue at like 5 minutes to 9, made it to the pre-show in about 35-40 minutes, so the wait queue was pretty spot on. And then once you're in the pre-show, it does take another like half an hour or so to get full on the ride. So the whole experience was about an hour just before rope drop officially opened at 9 o'clock. I imagine if you got there a little bit earlier, you might be able to finish earlier, obviously. And now at 10 o'clock, it's a 65-minute wait. I know that's hyped, but it has every right to be hyped. It actually feels like a really long coaster as well. Tron was over in the blink of an eye, but this one is like a full experience. If this is an example of what we have to expect for new rides, I can't wait to see what they come up with next. When you walk in, before you even like sit down and do the ride, the smell just like hits you. My favourite is the Serengeti scent, like the grass, but also like when you're at the sea and it's like, oh, I can't describe it. If you know, you know. It's this smell, and then also pirates. Like the pirates water. Oh, it smells so good. Also, I just so happens to get the best seat in the house. Completely by fluke. If you want to ride Soarin', try and get row 1, because that way you have no one's feet dangling in your face. But I just so happen to be right in the centre as well. That's the first time in ages I've rode Soarin' where the Eiffel Tower wasn't like, I feel like I'm in Epcot now. Okay, the food and wine passport has been secured. I'm currently on my way over to Spain because the Spain booth has some tapasy vibes. It is currently 10 to 12. So it feels a tiny bit early to start with like main course, cooked meats and veggies and things like that. Whereas tapas kind of feels brunch-esque. So I'm heading over to Spain to try that out first. Food and Wine officially opened yesterday. There are, however, 1 or 2 booths that aren't open whilst I'm here, and the Guardian's booth being one of them. So I'm sad to miss out on those. Okay, we have made it to our first stop on the food tour. Fan is at the ready. It is next level hot today. It's absolutely no joke. Anyway, we have come to the Spain booth, which is in between Germany and Italy, and I have gone for the Trio de Pintos, which is a ham and croquette, and then there's also like a bruschetta, and then a Spanish tortilla, and then I've also gone for the Basque cheesecake, which comes with an orange sauce. These were also both snack credits on the dining plan. So the croquette is so nice. It has like a lovely creamy texture on the inside. There's nothing stodgy about it at all. The bruschetta is super fresh. I'm normally not one for fresh tomatoes, but this is so lovely, and with the oil on top as well. And the bread has a nice crunch to it being toasted without being like really firm. I would say the weakest of the three is the Spanish tortilla. It just doesn't have as much flavour, but actually having visited Spain quite a lot and tried a lot of homemade Spanish food, I would actually say this is really authentic. Aside from maybe the Spanish tortilla, I would have about 5,000 of these croquettes. They're so good. Moving on to the cheesecake. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am not the biggest fan of like citrusy fruits in general. However, I can't say no to a Basque cheesecake, so let's try this. Oh my god, it's so smooth. Okay, do you know what? It actually works really well with the orange. This is so smooth. It's really light. I've just smashed through that trio, and I think I'm easily gonna finish this cheesecake because it's just so light, not sickly at all. Oh, yes. Well, Spain has absolutely smashed this. Oh my god. The air conditioning in here is very much needed, and I didn't realise as well, but there is a single rider queue for this, so that's good to know.
Hey, wait, that's it! Guys, the food is for them, not you!
Well, that was very sweet. And you know what? France Pavilion is so picturesque. I don't think I really explored it before, but now they've got the attraction there, obviously it makes you want to come into the pavilion more. And it's so pretty. I mean, look at the skyline coming over. Oh my god, look at these handbags. How much are you? $69.99. That is not as bad as I was expecting.
Mommy's favorite perfume.
They're so lovely. Look, there it is. Oh, the beige. We've got pink. Oh, the beige. And actually, do you know what? I really like these shoulder bags as well. So lovely. That one is $79.99. So I'm just sat under a little shaded spot in the France Pavilion. I've just popped into the arcade shop and had the most lovely, luxurious experience in the perfume shop, and I've just been like perfume tested. So I had 3 different scents sprayed on me at different pulse points, and they all smell absolutely gorgeous, and it was so quiet in there, and the customer service was absolutely lovely. However, the perfumes are rather expensive. The boxes I was looking at didn't even have prices on them, which is how you know. But some of them in the cases had like special edition bottles that were like bejeweled, and they were like $800 for a bottle of perfume. This, in my opinion, is one of the best like merchandise shops on Disney property. Maybe just behind like Disney Springs, but it always has the best merch, the best like clothing. It's just a great place to come and shop and do any like souvenir shopping bits. So I'm gonna have a bit of a rummage, see what I can find. These are gorgeous. Make me wish I had my ears pierced. I'm all about like subtle Disney jewellery. That's cute as well. These are all so sweet. All of these little dainty bits of jewellery are more up my alley. Oh my god, look at the little Winnie the Pooh necklace. Little honey. We have a big wall of lounge flies. Look at the Figment lounge fly. That's so good. Again, if I had the money to start collecting like character lounge flies, I literally wouldn't stop. Because also, look at the Baymax one. That's really cute. It's a bit more subtle than the one in the resort I saw last night, which is this one over here, the hairy baby lounge fly. But I love Baymax so much. I miss the Baymax meet and greet that used to happen here. That was so cute. I'm so sad that went away. This pullover is quite cool, and these are all embroidered as well, so it's lovely quality. How much is that? $59.99. Oh my god, it's the big character bags that I have, but it's Figment. I've got like a little water bottle bag version. I like the vintage like 90s looking, and that jumper as well. That's cute. It's well. They have loads of Sorcerer Mickey stuff here. I'm going to be gutted if they have that Sorcerer Mickey top in here after all this kerfuffle yesterday with not being able to find it. To be fair, it looks like the designs have changed, because that's the slogan that used to be on it, but the designs changed, so I think they've just continued it now. I like this a lot because look at the back. I love an acid wash top. Oh my god, Fox and the Hound. You never see that anywhere. Never mind on clothing. I've been seeing these Crocs in a range of colours everywhere. And I've never been more tempted to buy a pair of Crocs before. Look at this denim jacket as well, because the back has an embroidered Mickey. That's really cool. They are, yowza, $119.99. No, we've reached the homeware. Look at these plates. And the towels, they're nice. I can picture them in my downstairs loo. Look how subtle they are. It's just like little hidden Mickeys on them. Plate bowls to match the plates. And the mugs. Oh my god, wait. They have like martini, like champagne glasses as well. I want all of this section. Here's the full food and wine section. This is all the 2025 merch. So we've got the lounge fly there. Mickey on his little moped that slides along. Got Spirit jersey, tank top, t-shirts. There's ears as well, like leather loungefly ears, which are cute. They have Donald's and again Mickey on his little moped. And then they also have these little like trash cans. I think they're salt and pepper shakers. Oh my god, that's so cute for food and wine. Some more food and wine merch here as well. A slightly different designed t-shirt. And they've got a cookbook, tumblers. Ooh, is that a cheese board? Oh no, it's just a wooden tray. Could use it as a cheese board though. This is great if you're actually using the festival. So it's like a little tray and a cup holder. So when you buy your food and wine items at the different kiosks, you've got yourself a little tray to eat it on. And then around here we've got some bags. And then there's also an Epcot wine stopper, like bottle stopper. And then some coasters here as well. Lots of food and wine merch. Actually a lot more than what I was expecting. Oh my god, it's got a cap and everything. Cap. Food and wine, like anorak, rain jacket. Okay, no damage done. I'm proud of myself. So I'm feeling peckish. I think it's time for another food and wine stop. Next up we have Bramblewood Bites, and I've just picked up there, let me look at my little menu of life. Grilled cider brined pork tenderloin, and this is served with chili, apple butter, ooh, apple slaw and apple cider gastrique. I'm very excited for this. I hope it's tender because there's not a lot of like sauce on the actual meat. The apple slaw is actually really nice. You can taste the cider flavour in it as well. And paired with the pork, it's really lovely. The pork it's not the most juicy, but it's also not dry, if that makes any sense. Like, I've had drier pork tenderloins, but I've also had more succulent, juicy tenderloin. When it's lacking the sauce as well, it makes it feel a little bit drier. Okay, in case you can't tell, I've come dressed as a very special silly old bear today. So I've come over to the UK Pavilion to go and do their meet and greet. It's always quite quiet because it's tucked away right in the corner of the UK Pavilion, like around this corner. And it's in Christopher Robin's bedroom. My favourite thing to do when I come to the UK Pavilion is check out all of the sweet treats and then see how stupidly overpriced they are. Like half of these you can go to B&M and get them for like £1, and I bet they're like absolutely extortionate. Yeah, let's have a look. Terry's chocolate orange. How much are you? $12.99. Tesco at Christmas, get them for like £2. Like a round tree fruit wine gums. How much are these? $7.99. Well, that was really, really cute. But the cast member, bless him, special shout out because he was giving it landscape, he was giving it portrait. I just gave him the camera and was like, please can you just film? And he was like working angles. We loved to see it. But we are moving on back into the World Showcase now to try and find some more food. I'm not gonna lie, I did have to like have a bit of a chill for like an hour. Walking around this World Showcase before, like just after I rode Remi's, it was just so hot. And you forget how hot it is in the World Showcase because there's just like no cover anywhere unless you pop in the odd shot. I think I just got a bit too hot to be honest, and it like hit me. I had a Mission Space lightning lane, so I went and rode that, and luckily that was lovely and air-conned and quiet. I rode the green side, obviously, because I'm not going to ride the orange, when I'm feeling ill anyway. But I am a green side girly through and through. I do not want to feel motion sick when I'm trying to have a nice time. In my like first aid bag of life that I pop into all of my park bags, I put in sachets of it's called liquid IV, and it's basically like this powder with like electrolytes and things in to help with hydration. I just had a quick like electrolyte boost, and it's given me the will to live again. So we are back, we're powering on through the heat. I don't know if you can see that, but the sky is looking very ominous again. And if you were here for yesterday's vlog in Hollywood Studios, you'll know it can turn really quickly, especially in the summer here in Florida. I've checked the weather app. It says in about 20 minutes time. So I need to think of where I can run to that's undercover near France. France only has tiny boutiques, so I don't think that's the place to run. I know Morocco can be quite a cool place to watch the rain kind of come through the roof. Change of plan. The booth I want to visit, I thought was in France because it has a fancy French thing. It's not, it's at the entrance to the World Showcase. But that's okay because this weather, something is occurring, something is brewing. And I just asked a cast member where they would recommend me going to hide out from the rain, and she recommended the seas near where like Finding Nemo and stuff is, because they have a huge aquarium. So my plan is to run, get my food, walk with said food, head straight to the seas, hide out from the rain until it blows over. Hello and welcome to the most niche location of places to do our next food and wine item. I've just pegged it to the seas, but I'm nice and safe and cool and dry in here until the storm blows over. And it also has an aquarium and a little cast member educating kids about sea life. It's a very wholesome place to come and hide out. So this is the pumpkin mascarpone ravioli, and it's from Forest and Fields. So the ravioli is made with brown butter vinaigrette, pepperoni cheese, pomegranate seeds, and a hazelnut praline. I know, like, it's just like ravioli. I'm a pasta girly though, but it's so yummy. I think this might be my favourite thing so far. Either this or the Basque cheesecake. Basically all of the cheese items. I wish there was more than just 3 parcels of this. I would have a full bowl of this. Wow. So it's taking a little bit longer than expected for this rain to lighten up a little bit, but welcome to the seas. This is such a good place to hide out when it's raining. It's air conditioned, so much so that I've got my cardigan on. Through there is an aquarium. We've got like photo ops and kiddie areas through there. And then there's Turtle Talk with Crush. And then around the other side you have the Finding Nemo ride. So it's a really, really great place to come. Okay, So a quick update, the rain has stopped. However, I have just checked the apps and there is a massive ride, like outage across all 4 theme parks at the moment. I thought it was just Epcot and I thought it was just because of the weather. Every single theme park, so Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot and Animal Kingdom, all have ride closures at the minute, like severe ride closures. And the story is developing. We don't know what's going on. Is it the weather? Is it some sort of like technical glitch, difficulties with like the computer system? Don't know. But because of that, everywhere is so busy. So I'm in the queue at the moment for another food booth. I'm gonna get a little margarita from Mexico to take the edge off. It's 10 to 6 now. I have a lightning lane booked for Frozen at 7:30. So I've got about an hour and a half to kill. And I'm feeling hungry. So hopefully these booth queues shorten down a bit and I can start to eat my way around this World Showcase a bit more. Up next we have the strawberry and pomegranate margarita, which is strong. Yep. I would like it to feel a little bit fruitier. You can't get much of the strawberry, you can taste the pomegranate. Moving on to our next food and wine stop, I've come to the Brewing Lab, which is just off the entrance to the World Showcase, and there's also another entrance at World Celebration. I've picked up 2 of their wings. I have the Korean barbecue and then I also have the garlic parmesan wings. However, at first glance, the garlic parmesan wings are definitely a lot drier than the advertised picture. We'll see how flavoursome they are. I do have an emergency ranch, just in case. I think I'll start with the garlic parm first and then move on to the Korean barbecue. They just kind of taste like a bog standard chicken wing, like roast chicken wing. There is no garlic parmesan about it. I do find across the board in the States, chicken and particularly on the bone chicken, so like wings, just doesn't hit the same as UK chicken. I don't know whether it's because we have free range chicken back in the UK. Okay, moving on to the Korean barbecue wings. I am a bit scared that these are going to be a bit spicy. My spice tolerance isn't good. Because these have that sticky sauce surrounding them, these have so much more flavour than the garlic parmesan ones. It has a slight bit of tingle to it, but I wouldn't call them spicy. These are definitely the best wings out of the 2. We are successfully refueled. I've got my marg. Sun is coming back out. Everything is right in the world. To get up and running again. Things like Frozen are running, Test Track's running, Guardians is back running. There are still some closures, including things like Turtle Talk with Crush and stuff like that, which is always a weird one to hear close. But I now have a lightning lane for Frozen Ever After, so I'm going to go and do that. It is 20 to 8, so I have an hour and 20 minutes until the fireworks. I need a drink, and I need a sweet treat.
Just call me tonight, 'cause for the first time, no rules for me.
I always forget how much of like a secret wet ride it is. It's like Pirates with a big fat wet patch on my bum from sitting in the sea. It's cooled down actually a little bit now as well, which is really well received. It's been so unbearably hot today. Drink is next on the list. This is the Hainan Prosperity, which is tequila, vodka, orange juice and mango puree. This is very much a bit of me. This is more my alley. Yeah, you can still taste the tequila, but it is nowhere near as overpowering as the margarita was. This is like almost a tequila sunrise. It's just missing like the grenadine. But yes, definitely more of a fruity beverage. Tell you what though, it is still strong. All these Disney drinks, I had no idea how strong they were. Drink is acquired and we are on the hunt for something sweet. And when you're on the hunt for something sweet in the World Showcase, there's only one place you can go that is a tried and tested winner every single time, and that's the Germany Pavilion for caramel couche. I want something caramelly and butterscotchy and Werther's originally. This has accidentally turned into a little bit of a drinking around the world thing. To be fair, I normally don't drink alcohol in Disney, but it felt like food and wine. It only felt right. Oh my god, the smell in here. Absolutely amazing. Okay, what we're going for. One of these sound good. Or the cupcake maybe. Salted caramel, Werther's original salted caramel cupcake. Ooh, or the pumpkin spice cupcake. They are also massive. So the caramel snickerdoodle cookie sandwich and the caramel cake lucky pie sandwich are both cult favourites. But it is massive. I don't think I can eat that much. So this is the Werther's original salted caramel cupcake. Am I going to finish this all in one go? Absolutely not. But this was also a snack credit and I've just snuck away around the corner. So caramel couche is just, well actually that's the Christmas shop through there, but you just come around the corner and there's this little like square with a fountain and loads of like bistro tables. So I'm just gonna sit here and scran this cupcake. I mean, you can get a gauge of the size of it now that I'm holding it up to my face. I'm also trying to work out where the best spot is gonna be in World Showcase for Luminous. I mean, it's meant to be in the round, so wherever you are is completely fine. However, I feel like I need a good optimum spot for viewing. The cake, obviously not a chocolate fudge cake because it's not chocolate or fudge, but it's that thick, chewy consistency of the cake. Oh my god.
Everyone on this earth is part of the great Symphony of Us. It's our unified heartbeat that connects us, reminding us that we are more alike than we are different.
Oh, you know what? That was really sweet. Whoever's idea it was to put Remember Me and When She Loved Me together as like a ballad duet. You're just asking for emotional feels. It's the only Epcot fireworks show I've seen as well, so I don't have anything to compare it to. Obviously it's not my favourite evening show out of all the Walt Disney World parks, but it's definitely a nice watch. I ended up finding a spot right outside the Germany pavilion. You have a direct view of Spaceship Earth all lit up in the middle, and then to the left hand side is where the floats are for Luminous. And because there's no real, you know, projections or anything like that, you can kind of be anywhere. However, I was just surrounded by loads of British families who were just chatting all the way through it, which does kind of take you out the moment a bit, I'm not gonna lie. It's always us Brits that ruin it for everyone, isn't it? So it's now 9:20. The park is officially closed, so we can't jump on any rides or anything to kind of wait until the crowd dies down. So I'm gonna make my way back to the buses and head back to the resort. Okay, I am back in the room. My feet and also my knee, I don't know what's going on, but doing Disney as an adult, man, absolutely wrecks you. I need to show you my steps because the comparison between being in the UK and then being over here is absolutely wild. Guess when I was at home, I literally did 3,000 steps on Saturday. 1,000, that can't be right. I can't have done 1,700 steps on Sunday. Something surely is afoot there. But like 6,700 steps on Monday. That was the day before I travelled. Then 10,000 steps on travel day. And then it jumps up to 22,000. No wonder I am in agony. I have, however, brought some deep freeze spray with me just to like spray on my feet and on my joints. Anyway, tomorrow is going to be a little bit chiller, which I think my body will be grateful for. So I'm not going to do any of the parks. I'm going to have a bit of a shopping day. I'm going to visit some of the premium outlets, see if I can find some bargains. I also want to just explore All-Star Movies a little bit more. I haven't even seen the Toy Story section. So I'm going to have a little bit of a wander, maybe explore the pool. And then in the evening, I have a reservation for Hoop to do musical review, which I've never done before. So I'm very excited for that, excited for the food and the show. But for now, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm very tired. It's been a long and like a choppy day today with all of the closures and the rain. I did look afterwards as well. It was closures across all 4 parks due to like a power issue after the storm. I mean, it did take a couple of hours for stuff to get back up again. It took until about like 6:30 in the evening. So it felt a little bit odd today, especially with the food and wine crowd and the Labor Day weekend crowd, which I didn't know / wasn't expecting. But we powered through and I still had a really nice day. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on the rest of the Disney vlogs. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye!